All right, everybody. So it's a little week past my operation to fix my bicep tear. As you can see, I got this nice brace on. I literally got the splint and the bandaging off yesterday. Spoke with the surgeon. It's going to be at least, I got to follow up in about 2 weeks. And just back up here, my bathroom shot. About 2 weeks for another follow-up appointment on January 24th. And then we're going to assess if I can start physical therapy. As you can see, I've just I don't know, I've been training, but it's not the same, obviously, because I can't really train my upper body the way I want. I've been doing some incline bench press and flat bench press and military press, all with dumbbells with my right arm. I've been doing some things with my back in terms of using resistance bands and cable rows, things like that, to continue to work, the right side of my body, my right arm, because it will slow down the atrophy that's occurring very quickly, as you can see. I don't know, see how small my, literally in the past couple of weeks. It's also because it's flat and it's not being used, but is what it is. I'm just trying to stay active and keep moving. In terms of my diet, keeping everything the same, not going crazy. I'm not just going bonkers saying whatever, screw it, I'll get back to it when I get back to it. So still following my macros. I'm hanging around like 179, 180. Still have some abs. Not bad, but like I said, I'm flat with no pump. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is driving me nuts. Not being able to move at all, not being able to do any physical therapy, not being able to train. Psychologically, it's messing with me a lot. As you can see, I've continued the no shave here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I keep it going till the comeback? Shave it off as I start the comeback? Keep it through the comeback? Whatever the case may be. But I'm looking at 5 months worth of rehab here, just to get normal use of the arm back. What I do notice is, like I mentioned before, atrophy is quite extensive already in a short amount of time. It's going to be what it's going to be. But what we did notice, and we talked about this prior to the surgery, that there might be an issue with the nerve. They pinned it during the surgery, and when I got the padding and everything off yesterday, we ran my finger across my forearm, and there's a certain section that's kind of has little to no feeling in it. However, I do have full mobility in my fingers and full feeling in all my fingers. There's just this one part of my forearm right on the top here that's kind of numbed out. What am I doing to entertain myself? Well, that's a good question. I've watched a lot of movies. I've watched Avengers Infinity Wars. I've watched Venom, Manchester by the Sea. I don't know. Sometimes I like to watch these critically acclaimed movies and realize that they suck and they stink and they're boring. Just been trying to catch up on things, caught up on The Punisher with Netflix. I've been reading extensively. I've been reading Arnold's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding, about 400 pages deep in that. And then I have some things on gut health and some other training manuals that I want to read. Playing with my son, I'm occupying myself other ways. But during the week, I'm literally trying to train upper body twice, legs once, and then every Saturday, thankfully, my buddy Jesse, dude, thank you so much. My buddy Jesse, who is an NPC Classic Physique athlete, and you've seen, me talking about him on my Instagram story. Training, heavy duty legs on Saturday, because at Retro Manahawkin they have a safety squat bar, so I can use that and I can kind of hook my finger on there and do some legitimate weight, and I can do much heavier leg extensions because I can't clamp down. So what he'll actually do, and you've probably seen in one of the training videos that I've, one of the montages I've done on Instagram, he actually puts his forearms on my shoulders and pushes me down into the seat so I can generate leverage and keep my butt down. And use my legs properly, and he'll do the same thing on hamstrings, where he'll hold the lower part of my back down so that I can get proper leverage to train my hamstrings on lying hamstring curls. Then we'll do some back and forth body weight lunges for a nice stretch, or Bulgarians, things like that. So I'm trying to be as creative as I can. I don't want to just sit on my ass for the next 5 months and do nothing. It's not my style, it's not my way. I'm not really looking to necessarily make gains, but I also just want to keep myself active and mobile and just not let myself become stagnant, let my whole body atrophy for no apparent reason, because that'll be way rougher to get everything back versus just having to train my left side more. As you notice, like my left pec is hanging in there. You can see it's not bad, but I'm not going to admit, like, lie. It's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. Listen, there are worse things in life. I'm not going to lie. There are worse things. There are worse things, and this is me giving myself a pep talk. But not being able to do what I love is hard. It's very, very hard because it's psychologically, like, I use training as therapy to get out like aggression and toxin, and it just makes me feel good. And I don't need to be in the gym every day because I'm not. But just being able to do that and get a nice pump and get the frustration and the anger out helps me. So I'm trying to figure out other ways to occupy my brain, because this is actually messing up my sleeping pattern, because now I'm starting to stay up later than usual because I'm not tired. I haven't gotten that physical and mental exertion out. So I'm just trying to keep myself calm, be patient, listen to what the doctor is telling me to do. I'm going to listen to what the physical therapist tells me to do, because after all of this, I definitely do not want a setback. Thankfully, like I said before, they did not have to use a graft tendon to put this back together. They were able to utilize my tendon, drill it through the forearm, and tie it through the other side, which should, in essence, make it as strong as before, if not stronger, and it should theoretically never tear again. And I know people are like, oh, well, that physical part sucks. The physical part's not going to be the problem for me to come back from. It's going to be the mental part of trusting this arm again, and also panicking and thinking about what may happen to my right arm now. It's like, because I had no pain, I had no sign of anything happening when this tore. So just trying to give you a vlog as much as I can, maybe weekly, about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how I'm feeling, and everything else. Because talking to you guys, maybe some of you have gone through this. I do appreciate, and I will mention some people by name. Anthony Minetti, who did the MTV Real Life Natural Bodybuilding years ago. He's reached out to me several times to cheer me on. Ron Parmeter, who's an OCB pro that I competed against a couple years ago, reached out to me with the same surgery, so I thank him. Joe Franco from the OCB reached out. Kent Beerley from the ANBF reached out. A lot of the bodybuilders from, whether it's the NPC or OCB or ANBF or whatever organization that they're competing in, or even, whoever competes, has reached out to me and have really just given me a lot of support, saying if anybody can come back from this, it's me. So I appreciate the vote of confidence. I appreciate you guys just motivating me and keeping my head straight at this time. All right, guys, I hope you didn't mind all the rambling here and this incredible shirtless shot. and my bathroom. Do you like my, let's see, there's my shower that I'm about to go take. So that's about it, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.